At the Caribbean Investment and Finance Forum, we received an update from the Finance Minister on the economy of Trinidad and Tobago in light of the continuing fluctuation in the oil and natural gas price markets. But we also heard from the Minister about the concerns being raised about the expenditure of one of the nation's most profitable state-owned companies. The Express newspaper has reported that the National Gas Company, which posted a $6.5 billion after-tax profit in fiscal 2015, spent over $1 million on tickets to all-inclusive fetes for Carnival 2015 and has been the subject of an audit that has raised the questions of criminal conduct in the $200 million budget of just one of its departments.
Quickly just say that NGC has put out a statement, and I expect that they will make provide appropriate explanations. I have myself asked for some explanations on it.
The Minister said his permanent secretary is putting together a report. Does this concern you, Minister, that one of the most profitable state enterprises is finding itself in this kind of situation?
Yeah, well, let me, as I say, let's get the facts first. They're disputing some of the information. So let's get the information, and then we could determine, well, if there is a problem. I'm assuming there is. I'm assuming that the facts are correct, but I need to actually have the ministry provide me with the information before we move forward.
But as you were selling Trinidad and Tobago as a place for investment in the region, the minister said that while the government anticipated a $1 billion deficit for the first quarter of fiscal 2015,
we ended up with a surplus of about 300 million. We are not looking to increase expenditure.
In delivering the feature address on behalf of the Prime Minister, who he said had to attend another urgent matter, Minister Howai said the private sector must be prepared to work with governments in the region to make the Caribbean more globally competitive. The group CEO of the Massey Group said the business community cannot just rely on the CARICOM heads of government to push forward with regional economic integration.
Quite frankly, I think we probably have more degrees of freedom to exercise that type of leadership than some elected officials who have to be concerned about being elected.
The Trade Minister gave what was by his own admission a controversial response.
My interaction with politicians over the last 8 years or so would suggest that the private sector should lead this initiative.
Jewel Brown, TV6 News.